Hey everyone, this is Ashley from Lovely Commotion, and today I want to share a document with you that I created to go with the pre-K assessments and portfolio packet. Now, this print easy file was created to help you easily print the documents that you need to create a student portfolio. And once you print it, everything will be in order. So all you got to do is 3-hole punch it and place it in a notebook. So there are two options I want to go over in the ways that you can use this document. Option one is you can use your computer or tablet within your classroom and add names, dates, comments, pictures, everything right there. And then at the end of the year, you would print it for a done portfolio. If you don't use a computer or tablet in your classroom while you're working with students or later with the students, then what you're going to do is you can place your your student's name in the box below, and it'll generate that name throughout the document. You can also type in your 3 testing periods, and all you do right there is you're just going to click it and type. Okay, so and then those will show up throughout the document, and you can just go ahead and print the whole thing. The blue boxes will not show up on your printed copy, so you can go ahead and print those out and go ahead and put it all in a notebook ready to go. Okay, but today I want to share with you how you can use option one to make this a more digital process and maybe save you some time. So what I want you to do before you do anything else is I want you to create a copy for every student in your class. And you could put these, on your desktop, and then you can just open them when you're working with that student. So you're going to go to File and make sure you hit Save As. And then you are basically going to put a name in there, and we'll say Gabby. And I've already created one for her before, so we're going to replace that. But up here you'll see it's now named Gabby, and your original will still be there. So, like I said before, you basically are just going to click, add the name. Oh, be helpful if I spelled it correctly. And then sometimes you need to press enter or return to help that generate through the document. Now you can see that on the recording sheet, it went ahead and added her name, and it added the 3 testing periods. Okay. Same all the way through the document. Reading readiness, it added that for us. Okay. Now, one thing I wanted to show you is for the portfolio cover, you can go in, it already generated her name, but you can go in and you can change this to whatever the name of your program is, okay? And also another page I wanted to show you, this is the first and last day photo page. And so you can come up here and you can put your program name in here, and it'll shrink up for you. You can also put in the teacher's name, the dates. I went ahead and you can change those if you need to. And then you can also click on this square, and it is formatted for you to add a picture. So basically you're going to browse on your computer and you're going to find the picture that you want to add. I'm just going to add this. This is something new on the blog, but just to give you an idea that you can fill those in right there. And then when you print them, you won't have to print pictures elsewhere and glue them on. They will already be on the page. So that's a super time saver right there. Okay, let's go back up to the the recording sheet. These blue boxes are all things that can be edited, that can be text added and whatnot, but you do not need to add it right here for some of these. For example, letter identification, it says she knows 3. Let me show you in the document where they're getting that number, okay? If you come down here past the language and literacy divider, you're going to see that in September, she knew these 3 letters. And so when I tick these, the total goes up, and then you will see on the recording sheet that it matches right up here, 6, okay? And it does that for each of these testing dates, okay? And there are different pages for different testing dates. Also, another thing I wanted to show you was in these ones where there is no checkbox, there's nothing there. What you do is you're going to highlight that text and you're going to press the highlighter tool. And this will go ahead and print for you so that you can already have that highlighted. Also, something else that you can add are notes. So if you want to talk about Gabby using one-to-one correspondence, okay, you can type that in there. Now, if your highlighter ever gets stuck, like mine has before, I can't figure out how to turn it off, just come over here and click this, and that will turn off your highlighter and let you move throughout the document again. So here's counts by ones, and that is also something that is generated within the document. And so I want to show you how you can easily get there. If you click this flag over here, it looks like a bookmark. You're going to come down here to math, and it's going to take you to that first page of the math documents. And so as you can see, all this is math. So let's say that Gabby was able to count to 10 in September, maybe 15 in January, and 20 in May, okay? When I go back up to the recording sheet, I'm going to see that that's already filled in for me. Same thing with identifies numerals. You can fill them in up here, but while you're actually working with Gabby, you can tick those off. If you see while we're playing a game that she knows these, we're going to go ahead and tick them off right there. And then when we look up at the recording sheet, it'll do that for us. Now, some of these skills like writing numerals don't lend themselves easily to doing it digitally because we have to have them actually create a work sample where they're writing the numerals. So you're going to have to go ahead and do that on your own and then go back and highlight which ones they were able to write correctly. Okay, so these again are some of the highlighting. Positional words, identify shapes, same thing. You're going to be able to go to the math section and you're going to be able to tick what you need based on which testing period it is. And it's going to show up in your recording sheet. They knew the circle, the triangle, the rhombus, and the rectangle. And when you go up, that's going to be reflected right here. Okay, so those are the types of things that you can do within this document. You can also write comments. Okay, pretty small font because I want you to be able to write lots of comments if you want to. When we go down to the reading readiness, basically what I do when I see this is I check mark it and I come over, and this is for the date. And so this little down arrow is where you're going to click and you can fill in the date that you observed that. Okay, so that's what these all are. Also recognize uppercase letters. I do this at the end of the year and I highlight all the ones that they are able to recognize. Okay, and then there's typing columns in here. You can type, they rhymed hat and cat, and they rhymed fun and sun and run, okay? And so you're able to type right in there. And then comments, same thing. You're going to be able to add the comments that you need here. Okay, we've talked about those. We've talked about this, but there are some sheets I wanted to talk about. Here's the math section. Okay, see where all these letters are. Testing it out. Okay, so here is one of the portfolio documents for matching numeral to quantity, and we play a game to see if they're able to match numeral to quantity. And so I can click add that picture here, add that date with the drop down, and and write my comments here. Okay, I was able to match numerals, whatever you're needing to write. Okay, and maybe she's not there yet, and so I'm going to put a date next to this, like 9/1, whatever, and then I talk about what I observed, and then I don't fill in the date until she's mastered it or until the end of the year. Okay, so those are all very editable for you as well. This is a work sample page. So it is one that you will have to print out and have your students use. So that's really the meat and bones of this, and I'm super excited to be able to offer this in a way that I hope you can use easily. The last one is learning through play, and again, we're going to click add pictures, okay? So then when you're done, print it out, put it in a notebook, and you're ready. Awesome, right? I know. Thank